Hi friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for an unsponsored review video that has been so heavily requested. I am thrilled to be making this video because I am so curious about this brand. Today we are reviewing Daily Harvest, which is essentially a healthy meal delivery. It's not a meal kit. The meals are already pre-prepared. You just heat it up or add some sort of liquid and blend it or whatever. So it's like a very easy version of a meal prep kit, but with very healthy ingredients. I've been attracted to Daily Harvest because I do have a background in nutrition. I have a degree in nutrition and all of their food seems to be pretty healthy, like whole food, whole ingredients. But from first glance, one thing I'm a little bit apprehensive about Daily Harvest is their advertising seems so misleading, if I'm being honest. You see these people with their little smoothie cups that have this much in it, add milk, and then pour it out, and it's this like beautiful, almost like acai bowl swirled full cup of a smoothie, and that just seems so unrealistic that it's hard to know what this is actually going to be like, what we're going to get from the quality, the taste, the health, all of it. So today we are going to be taste testing and reviewing 5 different things from the Daily Harvest box, and in addition to that, I'm going to look at the price point, the ingredients, and let you know if it's worth it or not. Now this video is unsponsored, but in case it ends up being good, I don't know, maybe wait till the end until you do this. I went ahead and signed up for their affiliate program to get a promo code for you guys if you're interested in trying it yourself. But like I said, let's hold off till the end and I'm gonna give you my complete, unbiased, honest opinions. So let's get into it. So first, I'm gonna show you the items that I went ahead and got. I tried to get one thing that looked really good from each category so that we can try the different category types. So I got a smoothie. This is the mint and cacao smoothie. This smoothie goes for $7.99, which is pretty dang pricey. So these are the things that I feel like are the most misrepresented in their advertising and the thing that I am very curious to try because they're always just styled so beautifully. Like, how does that come from this? You know? So I'm excited to try that. $7.99 is pretty pricey for most of the US. I would say that's below average for LA, but also you would get a much larger smoothie than this. We'll dive into the actual ingredients when we taste test each one individually. This is what I am most curious about overall. So we might try this last, but they've recently come out with flatbreads. This is a broccoli, artichoke, and spinach flatbread. And the ingredients in this are broccoli, artichoke, spinach, cauliflower, tahini, and thyme. Oh, that's misleading. The full ingredient list is in very small text down below. So cassava root flour, that makes much more sense, is what's kind of holding this together and helping this to be a flatbread crust. This goes for $8.99, which this is the most expensive thing besides the Harvest Bowls, which tie. For a pizza, it's cheaper than a pizza, but this also doesn't look absolutely huge, so I'm excited to see what it tastes like. Next, we have a Harvest Bowl. This one sounds really yummy to me. It's Brussels sprouts and lime pad thai. You can make these on the skillet or you can microwave them. I'll be microwaving these just so I can have one prepping while I taste test one. But this also goes for $8.99, which is pretty expensive, but to me, this seems more justified than a smoothie, which is something that I consume in 2 minutes. We have a pureed soup. I am so interested in this because you add water, you blend it, and then you either microwave it or do it on the stovetop. So this is the most involved. This goes for $7.99, but it is a pretty big soup. It's about the same size as a Harvest Bowl. And our last thing, this is quite small. This goes for $5.99. This is a oat bowl. This is the pumpkin and chai oat bowl. $5.99 seems ridiculous for a bowl of oatmeal. I mean, unless this is absolutely life-changing, I don't think I could ever spend $6 on a bowl of oatmeal. That's how much a blue bottle is. I'd much rather get a blue bottle oat milk matcha latte. So where should we begin? It is still kind of morning, so let's go ahead and start with the oatmeal. I'm going to get this made, which is add half a cup of your preferred milk and then microwave it for 2 minutes, stirring halfway in between.
We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
Okay, the prep to that one was easy and will probably be one of the easiest preps. This has 350 calories, 7 grams of protein. Where's sugar? I want to find sugar. 9 grams of added sugar. What do they use to sweeten? Okay, maple syrup. That's a good thing. Nutritionally, this looks pretty on point for a breakfast. And I will say it smells good, but like I said, $6 for an oatmeal. Oh, the little pumpkin chunks actually melted. Can you see that? So I guess I'm gonna give this a pretty good stir. Okay, I mean, that smells pretty bomb. And the oats in this are certified gluten-free, which is great for me, someone with celiac. A lot of oats, though oat is naturally gluten-free, are not made gluten-free because of the way that they are produced. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hot. I mean, that's really yummy. That's pretty dang good. But $6, I couldn't do $6. I couldn't do it. I'd be tempted to recreate this because I've never had pumpkin oatmeal before, and that's pretty bomb. Taste, nutrition, ease, I would rate super high. Cost, I would say $3.99 is a fair cost for this, not $6. Is it as beautiful as they're advertising? No, obviously. I also have Brook on standby in the next room to eat what I don't eat, since we're kind of making 6 meals right now. There's a little bit of spice to it that I appreciate. It's not too sweet. Should we try the smoothie next? Maybe we should go from breakfast and slowly transition into more lunchy type food. So this smoothie, like I said, goes for $7.99. I think to justify it being $7.99, it would have to be twice the size, but then nutritionally, it would probably be quite a lot. This is 250 calories, not a lot. 18 grams of sugar is quite a lot, but I'm sure that comes from the banana. It only comes from the banana. There's no added sweetener to this. So it's banana, spinach, cacao nibs, cashew butter, water, peppermint extract, chlorella powder, and vanilla bean powder. I am impressed that there's no added sugar. There is a little straw hole in this, which makes it good for the go. Very apprehensive about the cost, but I'm excited to see how this comes out. So let's go ahead and go and blend this up.
Plans to be with you tonight. So just
I gave the other half of the oatmeal to Brook and I told him, I think this is really good. And he said, he tasted it, he said 0 out of 10. So there's a different perspective from someone that doesn't necessarily like healthy food. I would honestly give the taste of that a 9 out of 10. I thought it tasted really good, but he hates the taste. So there's 2 different perspectives. We now have our smoothie all blended up. I used oat milk to blend it. Here goes a taste. That's pretty good. Tastes like mint chip ice cream, but just a lot less sweet. Like mint chip nice cream. There's 8 grams of fiber, which is great. I feel the same way about this as I feel about the oats. I really like the taste and I like the nutrition and I love how it's whole healthy ingredients, but the price for this is high. It's high. I mean, if you were able to use promo codes when you order, that would justify it more. And there's free shipping, but I started with the 2 that I think are probably priced the highest, like the highest for their value. This was $4.99, so like $5. I would buy these every day. These taste really good. Brook probably won't like it. It's probably not sweet enough for him though. I'm interested to try this harvest bowl. Let's try this harvest bowl. Brussels sprouts and lime pad thai. First thoughts is, since this goes for $8.99, $9 when you think about it seems like a lot, but I'm thinking about what I got from Tender Greens last night. Last night we ordered in Tender Greens and I got a bowl similar to this and it ended up being about $20. So when I think of what I actually spend eating out, this seems pretty reasonable. When I think about what I spend in groceries, this is probably more, but it is more convenient. Nutritionally, the ingredients are Brussels sprout, kale, carrot, kelp, almond butter, jalapeno, ginger, tamari, roasted sesame oil, lime juice, water, and cilantro. That sounds really yummy. There's only 270 calories in this. That's very low. 13 grams of protein, considering the fact that this is vegan, that's very high. So far, I have the highest expectations for this. And what I do is add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water and I can heat for 4 to 5 minutes in the microwave. Or you can do it on the stovetop.
with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry.
Okay, we have our harvest bowl. It is steaming. It looks beautiful. It doesn't equate to a ton of food. I feel like maybe if I was eating this as a meal, I would just add some rice to it or some quinoa to it or something to give it a little more. The smell is incredible and it was easy to make. Literally just add water and throw it in the microwave. While I'm waiting for this to cool, I asked Brook what he thought about the smoothie. He took a sip and he said, tastes like melted mint chocolate chip ice cream. And I was like, I know, that's what I said. So what do you rate it? And he goes, 4 out of 10. And I said, okay, just so I can get an understanding, what would you give a 10 out of 10? He said, a cheeseburger. And I said, okay. So that's his input on that from someone that has a very different palate and preferences than me, who I value whole foods and nutrition, and he values just just taste. Here goes the taste test to our pad thai veggie bowl. Oh, that's freaking good. I really like this. Presentation is terrible. Definitely nothing like what they would show on their website, but this is really good. Considering the amount of prep this would take to buy all these veggies, wash them, prep them, cook them, make a sauce, all of that, this is pretty worth it. This cost goes for $8.99. Like I said, that sounds expensive until I actually sit down and think about it. And I was thinking earlier, I feel like there's kind of this odd thing that happens when you're choosing what to eat, where it's like, there's three things: nutrition, there's cost effective, and there's convenient. And you can only really choose 2 out of the 3, it feels like. It feels like you can choose nutrition and convenient, but then it's gonna be a little bit pricey. Or you could choose nutrition and cost effective, but it's gonna take a lot of prep and work. Or you could choose convenient and cost effective, but it might not always be the healthiest thing. So considering the fact that this is both healthy and convenient, I think the price point is worth it. I would want to add some rice to this. It doesn't seem like quite a full meal, but I'm actually really excited about this and very pleased with it. I would be very tempted to buy this again. And in fact, I might buy this again. This, I am so curious about. I actually put this in at the beginning of the video because it takes 18 to 22 minutes. So I used our Tovala oven. I freaking love our Tovala oven more than anything else in the world. So the ingredients in this, there's quite a few. Broccoli, artichoke, cassava flour, spinach, celery, cauliflower, olive oil, flaxseed, water, tahini, lemon juice, sea salt, white vinegar, nutritional yeast, and psyllium husk powder, which is fiber, thyme, and pepper. Those are very, very healthy ingredients. The flaxseed is going to help hold together the crust, but also adding omega-3s and 6s and fiber. Psyllium husk is a great source of fiber. Everything seems very clean. I am not confident that it's gonna be delicious because it's gonna look like a pizza, but there's no sort of sauce or cheese or anything like that, so it might kind of play a trick on our brain.
Wanna go come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
Brook's thoughts on the pad thai veggies, he said 3 out of 10. He likes it more than the oatmeal, but not as much as the smoothie, which I'm surprised because the oatmeal is sweet, so I thought that he would, I don't know, he surprises me. I would say add 5 to whatever his scores are. 8 out of 10 for that, and 9 out of 10 for the smoothie, and 5 out of 10 for the oatmeal is probably a more accurate way of scoring things if you care about healthy food. Here's our flatbread. This is what it looks like. I just pulled it out of the oven and Brooke said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's a flatbread." He says, "I'm not trying that." It's not the most beautiful. As I said, this goes for $8.99, which for some reason to me, I don't know, a harvest bowl for $8.99 seems more worth it than a flatbread, but it would probably be really good to just sprinkle some Parmesan over this if you did eat dairy, but otherwise, if you're vegan, everything here is vegan, so let's give this a taste. The smell, something smells really good and something smells really off. I think that the tahini is almost like a sauce underneath it, so it's not dry. There is something kind of saucy holding it together, which I appreciate. I would give the taste a 6 out of 10. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think it would be significantly better with some Parmesan on top, or even some like red pepper, something a little bit spicy. It needs one additional flavor to bring it alive. I would say out of everything I've tried, this is my least favorite taste. I would probably buy the smoothies before I buy this, but so far the Harvest Bowl is winning for something that I'd want to rebuy, but I will take another bite of this I stand by that. 6 out of 10. I would like to try the other flatbreads because the concept's good, the texture's good. It's just the taste of that one, something's lacking. Last but not least, I've put this off because it's gonna take the most work, is the soup. So this soup goes for $7.99, but it is a big soup. I've been on such a soup kick lately. Last night I actually paid $5 at my Tender Greens order to add a little side cup of soup, literally like 100-calorie tiny little cup of soup. So considering the fact this is only a few dollars more for a massive full-size bowl, I'm pleased with that price point, all things considered. There's 200 calories in this, 4 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbohydrates, 620 milligrams of sodium, 7 grams of fat. The ingredients are butternut squash, squash puree, coconut oil, leek, garlic, sea salt, apple cider vinegar, maitake mushroom, I never know how to say that correctly, rosemary, and black pepper. Let's go ahead and prepare this. I do love butternut squash soup, so my expectations for this are very high. Let's give it a taste. Here is how our soup turned out. I appreciate the fact that their packaging is trying to be as environmentally friendly as possible, though I will say that this is me trying to hold the soup with one hand. For something like soup, I don't think that I would use this to actually heat it. I think I would transfer this to a bowl because this feels so risky. I feel like the package feels like it's disintegrating in front of my eyes, but the smell of this is absolutely delicious. I wish that you didn't have to whip out a blender to make this. I think that the point though is they want you to see the actual whole foods that's going into the soup, which is great marketing, but I kind of wish that this was pre-pureed and you just had to pop it in the microwave or on the stovetop. I know that's pretty lazy. Let's give this a taste. Oh, I would add a little bit of spice to this, like a little bit of, this probably sounds absolutely disgusting, a little bit of Tapatio or Cholula or something, because I'm weird, but the taste of this is incredible. I'm a huge soup fan though, so I might be a little bit biased. For $7.99, it's right on the cusp of me questioning if it's worth it or not for that price point. If it was $5.99, I would be all over it, but it's pretty delicious and it's not that hard to make. I think that going forward, I would actually maybe use like a coconut milk or something in this instead of water to make it a little bit more hearty. Also more of a full meal, add a few grams of fat and add some additional calories and make this just a bit more filling because water makes it pretty soupy, which it's soup, so that makes sense. But I think I'd want to thicken it up a little bit. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts from a couple different financial perspectives. From my spot, where I am personally financially, the things that I will buy again, most likely, are the harvest bowls and the soups. I think that those are the best bang for your buck. I really like the taste, I really like the whole ingredients, and it is significantly more convenient than actually meal prepping for yourself from scratch. If I say maybe in like 5 years from now, when I am significantly more settled in my career and have a lot more expendable income, I would be all over this. I would order everything except for the flatbread. I just didn't really like the flatbread, but I just now drank the rest of that smoothie. I couldn't help it. It was so good. It is pricey, but it was so good. I thought the oat bowl was delicious. There's a few other things that they carry that I would love to try, like a chia bowl and their lattes and their little energy bites. But if I had significantly more expendable income, I think I would do this all the time. If I was where I was 2 years ago, like graduating college, working a serving job, not a lot of money, I don't know if I would necessarily purchase anything from this except maybe the harvest bowl. I would be very tempted to purchase the harvest bowl financially just because it would save me a lot of time and it is really healthy and easy. So those are my thoughts from different, maybe like points in my life, past and future, and how I would see this brand. Nutritionally, I think it's spot on. Calorically, some of the meals are a little bit low, so I would want to supplement either with coconut cream or like rice and quinoa, add a few more calories to make it more of a full, well-rounded, fulfilling meal. I do think that everything was pretty easy. I mean, the soup was an extra step. I would love if it came pre-pureed just to save cleanup and to save time. But those are my overall thoughts. Completely honest, transparent, unsponsored. Their advertising needs a little bit of work to be a little more transparent, but all in all, I really like the foods. I really like the brand. I understand why it has to be priced the way it is, and with my current budget and where I am in life, I will probably continue to order the harvest bowls and the soup. And I'd be very tempted to order the smoothies, but I'm gonna stop myself. I'm gonna say no. If there's any other brands that you would like for me to try, I love these. I think that they're so fun, especially food things. I love food things, and I love getting a chance to utilize my nutrition degree a little bit, even if it's not a lot. So comment down below if there's any other brands that you would like for me to try out. I hope this was helpful or at least entertaining, but nevertheless, I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.